Today we're going to learn how to find the perimeter and area of polygons using the distance formula. Find the perimeter and area of a parallelogram. Let's start by labeling the sides. We have A, B, C, and D based off of the coordinates they've given us. And we should notice that AB is congruent to DC. What that means is the top and bottom sides here have the same length. We can count the number of squares, because it's a horizontal line, to be 6. So we know the top and bottom lengths already. We now need to find the side AD. Side AD. Well, luckily again, side AD is going to be congruent to side BC. So I'm going to use the distance formula using side BC. So x1, y1, x2, y2. So I'm going to do the square root of x2, which is 4, minus x1, which is 2 squared, plus y2, which is 3, minus a negative 2 squared. And I'm going to work that out by following order of operations. 4 minus 2 is 2 squared, plus 3 plus 2 is 5 squared. I just did order of operations inside parentheses. And I can continue doing order of operations. 2 squared is 4, and 5 squared is 25. So the square root of 29 is the exact answer. I'm going to round this to the decimal approximation of 5.4. So I now know 5.4 is side AD, and 5.4 is also side BC. I now have all 4 sides, and I can now find the height of this parallelogram by drawing a line from D to the opposite side, and that dashed line that I just drew on the side is the height of 5. So I now know the height as well. Now I have all the information I need to do to calculate the perimeter and the area. The perimeter is just all the side lengths added together. So I have 2 sides of side length 6, and 2 sides with length 5.4. Add those all together, and that is 20. 12 plus 10 is 22.8 units. The area is just the base, 6, times the height, 5, which is 30 units squared. Find the perimeter and area of the triangle. Again, for the perimeter, we're going to need all 3 side lengths. So let's go ahead and label these as A, B, and C. And notice that BC is a vertical line. So B to C, I can just count the number of squares, and that comes out to 10. So I know that is 10. I also can notice that the height of this triangle is this dashed line that I'm drawing along there from side BC to A. That's the height, because if you rotate this triangle, the 10 could be the base and the A would be the height. So that height is, let's see, count those squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the height is 11. So I now know the base and the height. And to finish off the side lengths, you should notice that AC is congruent to AB. Those sides are the same. So I can just find one of those side lengths, and I will know the other side length. So I'm going to use A and B. So x1, y1, x2, y2, and I'm going to use the distance formula between A and B. So x2 is 5 minus negative 6 squared plus y2, which is negative 3, minus 2 squared. And now I just follow order of operations, simplify inside the parentheses. 5 minus a negative 6 is 11 squared, plus negative 3 minus 2 is negative 5 squared. Continuing with order of operations, 11 squared is 121, and negative 5 squared is 25. Do not confuse that to be a negative 25, because a negative 5 times a negative 5 is a positive 25. So that gives me a square root of 146. that can be simplified down to 12.1 when I round it. So this side is 12.1, and so is this side 12.1. I now know all three sides, so I can find the perimeter by adding all three sides, 12.1 plus 12.1 plus side 10 to get 34.2 units for my perimeter. And the area of a triangle, remember, is base 10 times height 11 divided by 2. Base times height divided by 2. So I get 110 divided by 2, which is 55 units squared for the area. Okay, find the perimeter and area of a trapezoid. I'm going to first mark the sides A, B, C, D. Then we can notice that I can find side AB by simply counting squares, 1, 2, 3. I can also find DC by counting squares, so from D to C is 7. And this is an isosceles trapezoid, meaning the top and the bottom lines here, these are congruent. So AD is congruent to BC, meaning I can do the distance formula between B and C. Whoops, that's x1, y1, x2, y2, and do the distance formula. So I'm going to do x2, 5, minus x1, -3 squared, plus y2, which is 3, minus y1, which is 1 squared. Follow order of operations. Inside parentheses, 5 minus a -3 is 8 squared, plus 3 minus 1 is 2 squared. Continuing with order of operations, exponents, 64 plus 4 gives me the square root of 68. And the square root of 68 is approximately 8 point something. I got to pull out a calculator here. I'm going to look up my calculator, do the square root of 64. My calculator doesn't have a square root sign on it. There it is. Okay, square root of 68, I'm sorry, 68 equals 8.2. So I know the top is 8.2, the bottom here is 8.2. So I can find the perimeter by just adding the side lengths. So I have 3 plus 7 plus 8.2 plus 8.2, which give me 26.4 units. And lastly, the area of the trapezoid, I need the base 1 plus base 2 times the height. Oh, I need to calculate the height. So I'm going to draw this dashed line between the parallel sides. Okay, that height, count the squares, is 8. So I have base 1, which is 3, base 2, which is 7, times the height, which is 8, divide by 2. So 10 times 8 divided by 2, which is 80, divided by 2, which is 40 units squared. Okay, moving on to the next. We're going to find just the area on these last two problems. So to find the area of a rhombus or a kite, we're going to start by labeling our points. So I'm going to start here, A, B, C, D. To find the area of a rhombus or a kite, you have to find diagonal 1. So I need to find the distance from A to C. And luckily that's a vertical line. So I can just count the squares. And that would be 12. And then I need to find the distance from D to B. D to B, that's the next diagonal, and that's 8. So the area formula is diagonal 1 times diagonal 2 divided by 2. As I said, diagonal 1 is AC, diagonal 2 is DB. So I have 12 times 8 divided by 2. Type that into a calculator. 96 divided by 2, which is 48 units squared. Find the area of a kite. Again, I need to find the diagonal one, which I'm going to call AC. So the distance from A to C, it's a nice horizontal line, so I can just count the squares to get 8. Diagonal 2 is BD. Again, count the squares, which is 6. So area is equal to 8 times 6 divided by 2, 48 divided by 2, which is 24 units squared. Good luck trying to do these on your own. Ask for help of your teacher if you need any help. Thank you.